Hey there, ready to unlock some secrets to success? We're doing a deep dive into Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And trust me, this isn't your average self-help book. It's packed with timeless wisdom on achieving your goals, particularly when it comes to building wealth. Hill claimed he learned this secret formula from none other than steel tycoon Andrew Carnegie.
It's fascinating, isn't it? He'll spent decades testing this secret with over 500 successful people, from inventors like Henry Ford to business magnates. And get this, he uses the word transmute to describe the process, almost like alchemy turning your deepest desires into tangible riches.
Right. It sounds a bit mystical at first, but Hill insists it's not about magic. It's about understanding the power your thoughts have to shape your reality. He uses this intriguing word transmute to explain that it's not about wishing for wealth, but transforming that desire into concrete action. In essence, you become a sort of alchemist of your own success.
Exactly. And a prime example of this is the story Hill tells about Frank Gonzalez, a young preacher with a burning desire to build a new institution. But here's the thing. It wasn't just a vague desire. Gonzalez had a crystal clear vision, a concrete plan. Within 36 hours of solidifying this plan, he secured a massive donation toward his goal.
That's incredible. It makes you think about the times you've wished for something versus truly setting a clear intention. It seems like the universe responds to that kind of focused energy.
Absolutely. Hill would call this moving from simply wishing to cultivating a burning desire, an unwavering focus on what you want to achieve. Think about it. Gonzalez's story suggests that the universe might have been waiting for him to get specific to transform that desire into a tangible plan.
Okay, so we've got the burning desire down. But how do we actually make those dreams a reality?
That's where imagination comes in. Hill calls it the workshop of the mind, the place where those desires get molded into plans and eventually reality. He even uses the iconic Coca-Cola as an example. Think about it. A simple idea transformed into a global phenomenon, all thanks to the power of imagination.
So it's like taking that burning desire and crafting a mental blueprint, almost like an architect designing a skyscraper before laying a single brick.
Precisely. Hill would say it's not enough to just want something. You have to be able to see it clearly in your mind's eye first. That mental image acts as a powerful force, guiding your actions and attracting the resources you need.
This is reminding me of something else Hill talks about, the mastermind. He suggests surrounding yourself with a group of like-minded, ambitious individuals to amplify your collective brain power.
And this concept isn't just some abstract theory. Hill points to Henry Ford, who, despite limited formal education, achieved extraordinary success. How? Hill suggests that Ford, through his mastermind group, was able to overcome challenges and achieve groundbreaking innovations in a fraction of the time it might have taken alone.
So we're not just talking about networking here. It's about finding your own personal board of advisors, people who challenge and inspire you to reach new heights. It's about harnessing the synergy of shared vision and collective intelligence.
Exactly. Hill argues that we become like those we surround ourselves with. A mastermind group is about tapping into that power of association, feeding off each other's energy, and propelling each other towards success. Think about it. Who are the people you admire, the ones who inspire you to be your best self? Those are the individuals who could make up your own personal mastermind. And here's where Hill's ideas take a bit of an interesting turn. He delves into a topic that might seem a bit unexpected at first: sex transmutation. Essentially, he believed that sexual energy is one of the most potent forces we possess. And instead of letting it control us, we can consciously channel it towards other creative and ambitious pursuits.
Now, I know that might sound a bit out there, but hear me out. Hill isn't suggesting suppressing or denying this natural energy. He's talking about redirecting it, like using the powerful current of a river to generate electricity. He suggests that this principle might explain why many individuals achieve their greatest successes later in life. They've learned to harness this energy and channel it into their work, their passions, their purpose.
Exactly. Hill believed that this transmutation is a key to unlocking a higher level of creativity and drive. Now, it's important to note that Hill emphasizes approaching this concept responsibly and ethically, avoiding misinterpretations or harmful applications.
Yeah.
He saw it as a powerful force for good when used consciously.
So we're talking about channeling that raw energy into building businesses, creating art, making a difference in the world. It's about harnessing that inner fire, not letting it burn us out. Speaking of inner obstacles, Hill also dedicates a significant portion of his book to something we all grapple with: fear.
Absolutely. He identifies 6 basic fears that he believed hold people back: poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and even death. Now, you might be thinking, well, some of those fears are pretty rational, and you'd be right. But Hill's point is that even seemingly rational fears can become self-fulfilling prophecies if we give them too much power in our minds.
It's like that saying, what you fear, you attract. Hill argues that if we constantly dwell on our fears, we might be subconsciously creating the very circumstances we dread. He shares a compelling anecdote about his son, who was born without ears. Hill refused to let this define his son's life. He instilled in him the belief that not having visible ears was an advantage, even going so far as to claim his son would develop exceptional hearing. And guess what? The boy's hearing did begin to improve significantly.
It's a powerful example of the mind-body connection and the potential of belief to shape reality. Whether you attribute it to a miracle or a psychosomatic effect, the story highlights how deeply our thoughts and beliefs can influence our physical experiences.
It really makes you think about the power we have to reframe our perceived limitations. Now we've talked about desire imagination, the power of the mastermind, and transmuting fear and other powerful emotions. But Hill doesn't stop there. He even introduces the concept of a sixth sense, an intuitive ability to tap into a higher realm of knowledge and guidance.
He calls this the creative imagination, describing it as a receiving set for ideas and inspiration. He even claims to have held imaginary council meetings with influential figures like Emerson, Lincoln, and Edison to gain wisdom and guidance. He imagined them offering advice, helping him navigate challenges and make critical decisions.
It sounds incredible, right? Like having your own personal board of legends on speed dial. But even if you're not holding seances with historical figures, Hill suggests that the sixth sense can be cultivated through the principles he outlines. Clear visualization, unwavering belief, and a deep connection with your subconscious mind.
He suggests that as we master these principles, our intuition becomes heightened. We become more attuned to opportunities, and we gain insights that might have otherwise remained hidden. He even suggests it can help us avoid danger and seize opportunities we might not have even noticed before.
It's like developing a kind of radar for success, picking up on subtle signals and navigating life's challenges with more clarity and confidence.
Now, speaking of navigating challenges, Hill places a huge emphasis on the importance of persistence. He even calls it the indispensable ingredient for achieving any worthwhile goal. It's the difference between simply wishing for something and being willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen.
And he doesn't just throw this concept out there. He backs it up with compelling examples like King Edward VIII, who made the monumental decision to abdicate his throne for love. Now, regardless of your opinion on the monarchy, that's some serious dedication to a desire. It demonstrates the unwavering persistence Hill believed is crucial for achieving anything truly meaningful.
Absolutely. And for those of us who might not be facing choices of that magnitude, Hill offers practical advice on cultivating persistence. He emphasizes the importance of having a definite purpose, a crystal clear plan, and a mind that's closed to negativity. He also stresses the significance of surrounding yourself with a supportive network, your mastermind, to keep you motivated and accountable.
It's about building that inner resilience, that ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward even when the going gets tough. You know, it's amazing how Hill connects this idea of persistence back to believing in yourself. He says it's not enough to just want something, you also got to believe you can actually achieve it.
Right, and that belief can be developed even when things get tough. Hill suggests things like using affirmations, picturing your success, and being around people who lift you up. Remember his son, born without ears. Hill truly believed his son could overcome that and instilled that same belief in him from day one.
Yeah, it really makes you think that we're not limited by what's happened to us, but by what we believe about ourselves. So much of success really is about mindset.
Absolutely. Hill was sure our thoughts are super powerful. They shape our reality. He thought that if we choose to think positively and believe in ourselves, we can achieve great things.
He even says that by understanding and working with what he calls laws of nature, like the law of economics, we can tap into a force that helps us reach our goals.
It's like he's saying success isn't just about luck or talent, but about understanding and working with these fundamental principles.
So if we were to sum up Hill's message, what would be the key takeaways for our listeners?
I think we have to start with that burning desire. What is it you really want? What are you passionate about? Once you figure that out, then you can start making a plan to make it happen.
And remember the power of surrounding yourself with the right people. Finding your own mastermind group can be a game changer. Find those who inspire you, challenge you, and keep you accountable.
And remember, the journey to success has its ups and downs. That's where persistence and belief in yourself come in.
Hill's message is all about empowering yourself. He wants us to remember we're not stuck in our circumstances. We can create our own reality. We've got the power to do amazing things if we dream big and work hard.
So, as we wrap up our deep dive into Think and Grow Rich, Here's something for you to think about. What would you dare to achieve if you truly believed in the power of your own mind? Go out there and make those dreams a reality.